Senator Cayetano is recognized then.
So, Chair, before I take my time just to answer your question about the affidavits, my information now is that there is a September 4, 2014 NBI affidavit, a June 4, 2015 NBI affidavit, and a January 12, 2016 judicial affidavit. So maybe the committee can be furnished a copy so that we can review it.
Who are in possession of those affidavits? Is it the NBI?
Your Honor, only the two affidavits are with the NBI records. I don't know about the judicial affidavit, Your Honor.
Well, judicial affidavits are usually prepared for a pending investigative case, no? So would that be the DOJ, Senator Cayetano?
I will check, Mr. Chairman, and report to the committee.
Thank you. Let's do that. But in the meantime, I already requested that all the affidavits made by the witness, Matubato, should be submitted to the committee. And the ComSec has already been instructed so to do. All right? So now we shall have Senator Cayetano.
With your permission, Mr. Chairman, I
please
gave
proceed.
5 minutes to Senator De Lima, so may I have 5 minutes also? Mr. Chair,
Half a loaf is better than none. Go ahead.
I'll just start out to clarify with the NBI. Sir, kasi ang daming question about torture, arbitrary detention, etc. Hindi po ba sa affidavit ni Mr. Matubato, meron din dun tungkol sa DDS?
Meron po, Your Honor.
And tama ho ba na ang finding nga ng ng NBI, this will not be sufficient to hold up in court, kaya hindi nyo final ito? You can elaborate. Give your own
Yes,
answer.
Your Honor. Of course, we understand the predicament of Mr. Matubato during those days that he cannot avoid not to mention about the DDS para po magtugma po yung mga sinasabi niya. So that had we built up a case against the Davao Death Squad with his full cooperation, and of course it must have been supported by evidence, we should have provided him with counsel.
Yes. But based on all of his statements there, the NBI at that time decided not to file a case against Mayor Duterte and the DDS.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. But you decided to file 2 cases. The violation of RA 9745, RA 7438, and the other one is violation of 124.
That's right, Your Honor.
Okay. And although Senator De Lima properly interpolated and asked you about your belief of probable cause, the DOJ said this: after a careful evaluation of the complaint and supporting documents attached to it, we are constrained to dismiss the subject criminal cases filed against herein respondents for insufficiency of evidence to establish probable cause. Correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes. So ni hindi umabot sa trial at ni hindi yung hindi tinimbang yung ebidensya in so far as beyond reasonable doubt because probable cause lang wala, because it was found out that he was not arbitrarily detained, but rather he was properly arrested for illegal possession of firearms because yung kanyang permit was already expired. And then may 3 magazine with 29 rounds of magazine. Tama, sir?
That's the turf of the
DOJ. But that was their decision.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. SPO3 Lascanas, sir, may ilang tanong lang po ako, sir.
Yes, sir.
I just want to give you a chance to answer the allegations kasi I'm sure pamilya mo, kapitbahay mo, mga taga Davao. Senator Pacquiao reminded me na dito sa Manila, yung circle of friends mo lang at siguro yung ka-social media mo kilala mo. But sa probinsya or sa mga syudad outside Metro Manila, halos magkakakilala kayo lahat eh. Tama po?
Pardon you, Honor?
Like sa Davao po, halos magkakakilala kayo.
Yes.
So when allegations like this na basically tinawag kang killer, apektado ka at ang pamilya mo.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So let me give you that opportunity, no? Sabi, sir, ni Mr. Matobato, ikaw daw ang team leader ng Davao Death Squad.
Una-una, Your Honor, hindi yan totoo. Pangalawa, walang Davao Death Squad.
Okay. Pangalawa, sa page 21 po ng September 15 transcript yun. Pangalawa po, sabi niya, involved daw kayo sa bombing ng isang moske.
Kasinunggalingan po yan,
Hindi po
Your Honor.
totoo.
Hindi po totoo.
Ikaw daw po ang isa sa nag-kidnap kay Sally Macdum.
Kasinunggalingan at hindi totoo po yan, Your Honor.
Ikaw daw po ang isang pumatay sa isang tao at pinakain daw sa buhaya.
Lalo po hindi totoo yan, Your Honor.
Ikaw daw po ay involved sa murder ni Richard King.
Hindi po totoo yan, Your Honor.
Okay. Tinignan ko po yung affidavit ni Mr. Matobato. Ito po ang sinabi niya. What was the result of the investigation? I don't know. We haven't heard anything about the case since then. As we expected, the news of the bodies being found also gradually died down, just like the case of Davao City reporter June Porras Pala in 2003. What do you know about the June Porras Pala Jr. case? This is the NBI September 4, 2014 affidavit, Mr. Chairman. Sabi po ni Mr. Matobato, at around 11 o'clock in the morning 2003, after I was beckoned SPO4 Arthur Las Cañas, I joined him and his group in a meeting in Matina, Davao. Correct po yun, sir? Hindi.
Hindi po totoo yan, Your Honor.
Sabi niya, it was actually a get-together of the group. When I arrived, SPO4 Arthur Las Cañas, SPO3 po ba kayo, sir? SPO4.
SPO3.
Dito po, SPO4 was there, drinking and laughing about the 7 other men, including SPO4 Jim Tan. I joined them, and that was when I found out they were waiting for the operation team to come back. May operation po ba noong time na yun?
Hindi po totoo yan, Your Honor.
Okay. What do you mean by operation team? Tanong ng NBI. I also found out, sabi ni Mr. Matobato, during the get-together that earlier on the day, an operation team composed of SPO2 June Ayaw, SPO2 June Larisma, and 3 civilian hitmen were deployed by SPO4 Arthur Las Cañas under the orders of Rodrigo Duterte to ambush June Porras Pala Jr. Totoo po? Hindi.
Hindi po totoo yan, Your Honor.
Pina-ambush ba ni Mayor Duterte, now President Duterte, si Mr. Pala?
Hindi po totoo yan, Your Honor.
Pina-ambush po ba ninyo si Mr. Pala?
Hindi po totoo yan, Your Honor.
Question ng NBI, who is June Porras Pala and why would Rodrigo Duterte want him to be ambushed? June Porras is a popular radio commentator in Davao City, is widely known to be anti-communist. He also earned the ire of Rodrigo Duterte because of his very strong and critical commentary against him. It was already public knowledge in Davao City that Pala and him were bitter enemies. On many occasions before Pala was ambushed, Duterte has been saying that he will have Pala killed. Question, what happened during the get-together? At about 4 in the afternoon, SPO2 June Larisma contacted Sorry, I just lost the page. SPO4 Arthur Las Cañas through the radio and said in Bisaya, tapos na. Tour, okay na. After that, we continued drinking and waiting for the team to come back. What time would they be able to come back? Answer, roughly 1 hour after the radio transmission, SPO June Larisma in civilian clothes joined us. In the others, members of the operation didn't come back anymore. SPO2 June Larisma reported to SPO Las Cañas that they probably talked minutes later. We already stated hearing in the TV news and radio about the death of June Porras Pala. So nireport daw po sa inyo 4 o'clock, patay na daw po si Pala. Totoo hindi?
Hindi po totoo yan, Your Honor. Kasi nabalita po yung naambos the late June Porras Pala. Kung hindi po ako nagkakamali, it was between 7 or 8 in the evening. Putok po masyado yung balita.
To that point, Mr. Chair, I'll submit to the committee the spot report dated September 6, 2003, 6:45 p.m. po, more or less, na napatay si Mr. Pala. And lastly, Mr. Chair, just a manifestation. I was going to let the comments go about the safety of the country and of Davao, and I'll not debate, but I was just reminded by many of our kababayans, and Mr. Chair, your advocacy has always been tourism. I don't want to give the international community the idea na hindi safe sa Pilipinas. So I won't argue, was it safer during Pinoy's time now? It is the internet community, the netizens who voted Davao as one of the safest in the world. But just for the sake of Philippine tourism, Mr. President, there are issues, but it is safe in the country and it is safe for the tourists to come into the country. Thank you, Mr. Chair, for this time.
Thank you, Senator Cayetano.